when the race was stopped due to a red flag a couple of laps before it may have been otherwise. He did a win again in race number 2 at Barber. He was the winner of race number 1 at Miller. Got roughed up a little bit in race number 2 and ended up 5th. He had a mechanical problem. Chain came off the bike, I think it was, at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. But he still holds on to the championship lead by 22 points over young Braden Ort. And there's the number 124, and that is Xavier Zayat. Xavier is one of the X-Men, they call him. He is one of the guys, a handful. There's about 6 riders here who are regulars at New Jersey Motorsports Park, coming up through the Mini GP series here at this great racetrack. And Xavier Zayat has only competed once at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, finished on the podium. So for Zayat, it may not be, he does not have a chance at that top 5. By the way, the top 5, of course, rewarded with a trip to Silverstone. Anthony Mazziato III came into this series, and at the very first round at Road America, I've said it before, I don't think there's been a racer in recent memory that had a worse weekend than Maz did at Road America. He was racing for the lead in the very first event, and he crashed out of the lead group. In the second race, he was racing for the lead and had a mechanical problem, scored no points in the opening round, but he has fought his way back to 3rd in the championship, and he is 13 points behind Braden Ort in 3rd, solidly among the top 5, who again are going to be rewarded with a trip to Silverstone and the RC Cup World Final in a couple of weeks' time. First weekend in October. Across the Atlantic will go 5 of our KTM RC Cup riders. There's still a lot to be decided among 16 riders who are eligible for that trip. Yes, Jonathan?
Yeah, I just obviously want to follow up on what you were just saying, because you're right, the championship's on the line, and my eyes are on Canada, because Canada's number 1, certainly in KTM, is right in front of me, and his dad's just giving him the whole go, son. But I'm going to hear it right from the man himself, because he's not going to be shy. But Braden, of course, can still win this championship, but he's up against it. He crashed. He's hurt his hand, as you know. He's been up in the commentary booth. How are you feeling, my man?
Feeling ready. Hand's a little sore. But I'm not going to let that stop me from being right up there with these guys and doing my absolute very best.
You had 2 laps just a moment ago. How was it in terms of those 2 laps? And what have you done to try and strap it up or put the pain away?
A lot of Advil and a lot of icing, but the 2 laps that I did were fine so far, and I'm feeling good for the race.
I love it. Advil and a bit of icing. Go A-Team. Go Canada. Yep, that's the stuff. Best of luck to Braden Ort. So we're with Brian Ortmeyer doing the commentary, now doing the racing. You got to do the real thing. How about it today?
We're going to try and get a good start and go up front and see if we can't hang with these guys.
These guys want you to win this race.
Yeah, we're going to go try.
All right, there you go. You heard it from Brandon there, looking for a win if he can get up there. But of course, he too starts a little way back, but like to anyway. And everybody's getting their helmet on. And in terms of the conditions, Brian, obviously it is drying now. I don't want to tell anybody what I would do, but it looks pretty dry at the moment from here, and it's certainly drying as we go towards the start of this race. Looks as though it's going to be a pretty dry line. What your man said about the conditions out there?
We're ready. It doesn't matter what the conditions are. He's going to go for the win and hopefully wrap this championship up today.
I was going to say, that's the point, right? Because you don't really want Gage to go to tomorrow and have to worry about it.
Exactly. We'd like to be done with it today so we can go focus on just going fast tomorrow.
All right, that's a pretty good focus, I'd say. Watch out for the number 25, Gage McAllister, going for victory. Here he is. How about this guy? How are you looking? You got the support here. I like it.
Yeah, just going to try to get a good start and hang up front and hopefully get a good position, maybe a podium.
Looking at it from where you are, you've got some clean air in front of you from the second row. That kid Yates is pretty good, and his dad was pretty good, but can you get past him?
Yeah, I think with the right start and stuff, if I can get a really solid start, it should be good.
All right, best of luck. Again, from the second row, 7-7. Well, time to talk some royalty if I can. Aaron Yates, how's the kid going?
Going real good. We're on the front row.
First time?
Yeah, for him.
What have you told him? I know this is something you've done a million times before, or do you just step back at this point?
Hey, I let him do his thing. Nobody told me nothing. You just got there and ride.
There you go. Right from the king himself, Aaron Yates, summing it up there for the top 3. It's getting closer to the race. 3 minutes to go. I want to let these kids concentrate. This is a big event for them. The championship is on the line, Brian.
3 generations of Yates down there with Ashton Yates starting on the front row for the first time in the KTM RC Cup. Yates, Ashton Yates missing a round, I think, most recently. Well, he missed the opening round at Road America. Joined us for the second round at Barber. Did not make it out to Miller Motorsports Park nor Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. Ashton Yates doing a limited schedule in the KTM RC Cup. But he's certainly got some great bloodlines out there with Lucky Yates and Aaron Yates, Grandpa and Dad. There is a Maz, Anthony Mazziato III, and his machine. Some would say that between him, the X-Man Xavier Zayat, Benjamin Smith starting in 7th position, you've got at least 3 very, very talented local riders who are going to be looking for a win here today, and of course scrambling up the points that are necessary to win a championship for Gage McAllister, and he was the current championship leader. Young Canadian rider Braden Ort sitting in 2nd position. Maz has worked his way all the way up to 3rd, as we said, after scoring no points in the opening round. Hayden Schultz, another rider on the number 259. Schultz was 3rd in the championship, but he crashed at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca and lost the number 3 position to 4th. For him, the job is, there he is, for him the job is to get some of those points back, to solidify his position among the top 5 and make that trip to Silverstone in a few weeks' time to represent the United States in the KTM RC Cup World Final. A good close look at those beautiful little race bikes that you can go down to your local KTM dealer, and many of them have them on the showroom floor. You can certainly order up one and make your plans. If you have a young rider between the age of 14 and 22 years, you've got a young rider between the age of maybe 14, 15, or 16, or a relatively new rider, even if that rider's a little bit older. This KTM RC Cup is a great way to get started in the Moto America AMA Superbike Championship Series. Again, they had mentioned that they were going to allow the riders not 1 but 2 warm-up laps.